The BRICS alliance, can it really destroy the Western monopoly? In recent years, the geopolitical landscape has undergone significant shifts, driven largely by the growing influence of the BRICS alliance: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. This coalition, initially formed as an economic group highlighting emerging market economies, has evolved into a powerful geopolitical force. With growing global tensions and economic uncertainty, many speculate whether BRICS can genuinely challenge or even dismantle the long-standing Western monopoly on global economic and political power. At the heart of this debate lies the group's economic clout. Together, BRICS countries account for approximately 32% of global GDP in purchasing power parity terms, surpassing the economic might of traditional Western powerhouses like the G7 nations. China's rapid economic growth, India's expansive and youthful market, Brazil's resource wealth, Russia's strategic commodities dominance, and South Africa's gateway position to Africa collectively present formidable economic leverage capable of shifting global economic dynamics. One of the most ambitious initiatives by BRICS has been the establishment of the New Development Bank, NDB. Created as an alternative to Western-led institutions like the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund, IMF, the NDB focuses on infrastructure and sustainable development projects, offering emerging economies easier access to financing without stringent political conditions often attached by Western institutions. This approach directly challenges the Western-dominated financial order and presents developing countries with a potentially more attractive alternative. Another significant development is BRICS's exploration of a common currency or alternative financial mechanisms designed to reduce reliance on the US dollar for international trade. De-dollarization efforts have gained momentum amid escalating geopolitical tensions and Western economic sanctions, especially against Russia. Reducing dollar dependence can diminish Western influence on global finance and empower BRICS countries economically and politically. Strategically, the BRICS countries are aligning on multiple international issues, advocating for a multipolar world order rather than one dominated by Western interests. For example, China and Russia have notably strengthened their strategic partnership, reflecting a shared vision to counterbalance Western influence, particularly U.S. geopolitical dominance. Joint military exercises, coordinated diplomatic positions, and increased bilateral trade underscore the seriousness of this alignment. India's position within BRICS remains nuanced. While India collaborates closely economically within BRICS, it simultaneously maintains strong diplomatic and strategic ties with Western nations, particularly the United States. India's balancing act highlights the internal complexities within BRICS and illustrates potential limitations to the alliance's unified geopolitical stance. Brazil and South Africa, while smaller economically, play crucial roles in expanding BRICS' influence into Latin America and Africa, respectively. Brazil's abundant natural resources and agricultural exports position it strategically, while South Africa acts as a gateway, providing economic and diplomatic access to rapidly developing African markets. Their inclusion amplifies BRICS' global reach beyond Asia, further challenging Western economic dominance. Despite these strengths, significant challenges persist. Internally, BRICS countries face divergent interests and political systems, ranging from democratic to authoritarian regimes. These differences can limit deeper integration and unified action, potentially hindering the alliance's ability to present a cohesive challenge to Western institutions and policies. Additionally, intra-alliance rivalries, such as historical tensions between India and China, can constrain cooperative actions and dilute collective power. Externally, Western nations continue to possess substantial economic and political leverage through established institutions like NATO, the World Bank, the IMF, and the United Nations. These organizations have long institutional histories, established rules, and extensive global networks that remain influential. Western powers also hold substantial soft power through cultural exports, technology, and education, significantly influencing global narratives and maintaining a competitive edge. However, BRICS' influence is undeniably reshaping global conversations. Its growing clout pushes Western nations to reconsider policies and engage more equitably with emerging economies. The alliance promotes alternative perspectives on global governance, emphasizing sovereignty, non-interference, and mutual economic benefit, resonating widely across developing nations. In conclusion, while BRICS faces substantial hurdles in fully dismantling the Western monopoly, its growing influence significantly impacts global dynamics. The alliance offers an alternative economic and geopolitical vision, challenging established norms and advocating for a multipolar global order. Whether BRICS can ultimately supplant Western dominance remains uncertain, but its continued growth undeniably signals a shifting global landscape toward increased plurality and complex geopolitical interactions. The world stands at a crossroads, watching closely as BRICS evolves and potentially redefines the global order in the coming decades.